Welcome to Soulful Guide for More Love in February 2025 for 5-1 profiles in human design, sometimes called as challenge solvers. And to gain most value out of this video, I will ask you to participate. And what I will ask you is to pick your favorite card. So connect with your heart and intuition, and 1, 2, 3. Pick a card which sticks out to you out of these 3. Pause the video if you need to make a selection, because now that you have picked this one, number 3 comes to your past, number 1 comes to your future, and 2 remains your present. So these are your cards. So once you know which card is your high leverage, feel free to skip to that one. If you want to see and hear more about your past, what needs to be released, then keep on watching. So the next step, to gain most value out of it, I encourage you to focus what's the first thing that you see as you see this card and what feels most important. I will share you a few perspectives around this card, and I encourage that those 2 things are the most important ones, the most high leverage things, and remember them for the rest of the month and apply it. Okay, ready? Let's go. So, your past, what needs to be let go for you is formation, Ace of Swords. Now, what's the first thing you saw? If it was this person, like a ghost in the background, then what it means that it's a reminder that you are creator of your reality, that you are creating this world. You're holding it in your hands, and you're creating it from your mind's eye up here. And you're asked to let go of need to control it, need to make it in a very certain way, and realize that you have amazing ideas and you will create amazing things, and it takes time, it takes effort, and it encourages you to follow your highest inspiration. As this person, they have inspiration, their highest eye, they have their creation, and they're building it in their mind's eye. So be open to receive this highest vision. That means for you to be open to receive, this needs to be clear and this needs to be clear. That means everything that's not that needs to let go. And you're asked to be recipient for these highest visions. That means you're asked to hold the highest state. That you are one who can bring something magical into reality. That means anticipation and valuing your state. So everything that doesn't put you in a high priority state needs to go this month. For you to really receive more love, whether it's relationships, business, or just love for life in general, you're asked to focus on what you want to create and be open to receive. So if the first thing that you saw was this circle here, and you see there's lots of things happening in there. There's spirals, colors, green. It looks like almost an earth, you're right? So Ace of Discs is material card. So it's all about something practical, something tangible, something in real life that we can create. And you're asked to ground yourself in these practical, tangible things. So yes, you have to be open, receptive to receive the ideas, inspiration. However, you also have to make sure it's practical and grounded, that it will come out. And if it's intangible, then maybe it's a good time to let it go. Because my experience is that you can channel ideas infinitely. If you're in good state, awesome ideas flow to you abundantly. However, how do you know which ones to bring into reality? Well, first, follow your heart and intuition. You always know. And second, the ones that are most practical, the ones that you can actually achieve, the ones that bear fruits, not just the really nice sounding mental constructs. So, if what draws your attention is this sun up here, this disk, then your message is really, remember, you are soul. You are like the sun, you are a star. You have a pure soul, and nothing can change that. It's always pure, and you have always available it. And it actually lives in your heart. There's this place called pure place in your heart. This is where your soul lives. This is where this is, and it's always available to you at the present moment, right now, even now, and any moment in the future, and it always was available. So that's your call. Remember that you have this pure place, and intend to connect with it. Intend to keep connected with it. And everything that's not that, let go. Everything that doesn't feel right from deeply in your heart, let go. It's not worth to keep it. So yes, remember that this is your divine essence, and you operate from that. And once you operate from that, more love comes to your life automatically. And especially for you as a 5-line, as a projector, it's important that your channel is clear. For you to really shine as a leader, your channel needs to be clear. So make sure you really take care of your personal hygiene, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Make sure you have physical routines as an earth, something practical, not just only doing things for doing sake. Make sure that things actually work. For you, remain a clear channel. So that's to release. Second, this is your present, what to center yourself, the major focus for the month to receive more love as before. If this is your card, pay close attention to first thing you see and what feels the most important as you look at it, where your eyes kind of keep returning back to. That's the high leverage thing, one thing to pay attention most to. Okay, so what to center yourself around to is first that you're a child, and second that the endless possibilities you're coming your way. So if the first thing that you see is this child here, this person, then know that even though it feels like, it seems like, he or she, it, might be quite reckless, going against the cliffs, ocean banging, not dressed, with almost nothing, and usually this card represents going on a long journey with almost nothing, and usually there's this discussion goes around. Is this dog or a cat, depending on how you see it, doesn't matter, if this animal is not wanting and missing you, not letting you go, or happy to see you came back. So it's because this card is beginning and ending its possibilities. So if you are this person, then the message is that you have endless possibilities available to you this month. It might feel like a rough journey, but as long as you keep that light-hearted, childlike attitude, everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna be protected, you have guides, you're being guided. Have this animal here, the dove here, the butterfly there. You are guided by pure place in your heart. And all these guides reflect that. So everything's gonna be fine as long as you keep aligned with yourself and hold that love, happiness, peace, bliss, and fulfillment sacred in your heart. And go out there, explore, be a leader, and lead by example. So if what you get attracted, the thing that feels the most interesting for you is this animal here. As I said, we don't know whether it's cat or a dog, could be a cat dog, doesn't matter. If this animal attracts you, then you might be taking perspective that everyone else is going on these wonderful journeys. How about me? I have to stay back home, I have responsibilities, and what do I do? Well, what you can do is first support the people around you. Make them feel good. And ask yourself, what does your heart truly want? And once you know what your heart truly wants, follow it. follow it. And if your heart says you belong home, stay home. Let every person that passes you to your village, every traveler, greet them, give them love, support them. If your children are leaving, amazing. Support them on their journey. They have lots of valuable lessons to learn. Let them go. And listen to your heart. Know your place. And just because you may not be the one who's traveled at this season externally, you always have internal travels. So regardless of where you are physically, remember, it's your place to really keep yourself and perspective in a pure place in your heart. So yeah, remember, you have a place, you have an important role to play. Whether you're the one going on journeys, whether you're support, you have important role to play. So remember that. So if you see, as the most important thing in this picture, this dove carrying a white rose, maybe you can see that. There's a white rose in there. If that's the case, dove usually symbolizes hope. And rose usually symbolizes passion. In this case, rose is white, so it's pure passion. So your message for this month is to receive the most value is really keep that hope in your heart alive. Know what you want in a pure essence, like really pure. And if you don't have vision, if you don't have passion, that's illusion. You do have passion, and the first step to really knowing it and feeling it is acknowledging that you have one, always had one, and keep carrying it in your heart, even if you forgot it for a moment. Even if you have forgotten it since your birth. Your soul has a vision. Your soul has a purpose. It carries it. It's something important, and it is already within you. It's always been there, always will be, and there's nothing you can do about it. So might as well accept it, or at least, for the least, give a benefit of doubt. What if there was one? What would I do? Well, of course, you would align yourself with a spirit, with a pure place in your heart, and remind yourself, regardless of what's happening, there is hope for me. There's still amazing and magical things are going to happen for me in the future for me. Lots of things are coming, regardless of your age, situation, whether you have 3 days left or 300 days or 3033 days. Doesn't matter. Maybe you have 300 years left in your life to live on this planet. Doesn't matter. There's still a hope for you to fulfill your soul's purpose. There's a hope, always. And nothing can change that. Acknowledge that, look out for it, and you will feel it right in your heart, in a pure place in your heart. So keep it alive and follow your passion. Carry it, share it, and acknowledge that you have one. And if you have one, then purify it. Make sure it's pure, because this rose is white. It's not red as usual. It's pure. And if you feel like your passion is not a win-win-win for all, then consider purifying it. Spend a bit of time reflecting and making it in harmony for all. And finally, if what attracts you is this butterfly, butterfly stands for transformation. So amazing transformation is on your way. So remember, wherever stage you are in your life, whether you're already butterfly, whether you think you're caterpillar, doesn't matter. There's still magic happens for you. If you feel like you're butterfly, then, well, maybe you're not. And if you're not, that you still have way much things beyond what you're able to imagine. Because there's always a next level. So even if you're butterfly, what's the next level after butterfly? There's always a next level. So remember that. And if you're not butterfly, then amazing. You're going to become butterfly. So remember, there's always next level. There's transformation. It might be tough, because for butterfly to get his wings strong enough to fly, he needs a really strong resistance to break out of his cocoon. And if you didn't know that, it's a fun fact. If you break the shell, the cocoon of a butterfly, it doesn't form strong enough wings to fly. The wings don't experience resistance to be strong enough to actually fly. So the butterfly, to truly have this beauty and strength to fly, needs the resistance, and it needs to break out of the cocoon on its own. So remember that. You're a butterfly, you're going through transformation. The bigger the challenge, stronger you get, and the bigger things you will be able to do afterwards. So appreciate that. So that's about you centering. Your future. Again, if this is your card, then make sure to notice what's the first thing you see, pay attention, remember it, and what's the most important thing? Where is your eye getting drawn to? Because those are the perspectives that will hold the most value for you. Try to remember them throughout the month, apply them, and that will be your takeaway. So let's go. Your anticipation is Queen of Wands and passion. So really that of embracing your passion, your feminine side, your energy, and really living out your true purpose. So allow this energy within yourself. It's there, and it's up to you to decide to allow it, to really allow it to be expressed. So first, if the first thing you saw was this content face of this beautiful queen, then what this message for you is that you have a lot to appreciate. You are a queen. You deserve to be on this throne. And there's a lot to appreciate, because gratitude is the one thing that will connect you with divine. And through this, regardless what the state you're in, regardless what's happening around you, regardless, maybe everything's on flames and fire, everything's burning down. Well, in that case, you can appreciate you're intact. You're still safe. This fire is warming you up. It makes you more hot. So, yeah, there's always something to appreciate. And this state of appreciation is one of the most magical things you can do to amplify your passion, amplify your abundance, amplify your love in your life, to be open, receptive, to follow your heart and intuition, to get most out of it. Because for you to act out on your passion, you need to be open and receptive. And gratitude is the one thing that will amplify it. And if you identify yourself with this cat here, this flame cat here, well, you can see this flame cat is being drawn out of this queen, and maybe this queen is imagining it. And this cat is a figment of imagination, creation of this queen. If the cat is the thing that shows up, then your message this month is to work smart. Don't overwork yourself. Be like a cat. You already know. If you had a cat in your life, you know how cats are. Try to really model the cat's behavior. And even if you haven't had, I'm sure you had stories from other people who had cats. And the cat, like the ethos of the cat, is to work when work is necessary, and then sit on a hole to wait for a mouse, for a prey, for hours and hours with patience. When it's needed, you work hard. Not necessarily doing anything, just being patient and this laser sharp focus. I'm gonna get what I want. Always knowing, yeah, this is this thing about cats. You always know what you want. And you always get what you want, because you always hold dear for what is it you want. So have this attitude of cat, holding dear for what you want, and know that you will get it as a cat. So yeah, cats have this like uncanny attitude that I'm gonna be patient, I'm gonna play hard, so I'm gonna play, the life is a play, I'm not taking it seriously, and yeah, it's like, and then they sleep a lot as well, so not overworking. So yes, you always, the thing about cats, they might feel like they're always like, they're sleeping a lot, they're not doing much, they're always fit, they're always ready, they stretch, they release stress, so they're highly intelligent. You've seen a cat, they're always in shape. So make sure you're in a shape and fit, ready for adventure, and work smart. And I said, always hold dear in your heart, what do you want? Have this focus. The more you focus on what you want instead of what you don't want, the more you will get it. So next, if you really got curious and are drawn to these sunflowers, which seem to be growing underneath the hand of the queen, then sunflower is kind of a fiery plant. It's representation of the sun, but it's also grounded. It has seeds in there, so it's a fertility symbol. So there's always something growing. So yes, there is this fire's element that can destroy and transform, depending how you look at it. But after the fire, there's ash. Ash is fertilizer, and things grow in there. So basically, be open to be nurturing. So your nature, your message is nurture. Allow the fire to nurture you. Focus on nurture part of it. And know that there are seeds, that you're planting seeds. As a sunflower, there's many seeds in here. You can probably see in a spiral in sacred geometry. So your task this month is to see the perspective of nurture. Welcome to being nurtured, as this queen nurtures these plants. You're here to be nurtured. Allow yourself to receive this energy. And finally, if you see this staff here, then it's all about energy. Queen of Wands. Wands is about energy, flow of energy, and Queen is the master of it. And Wand is, as in Harry Potter, as in wizards, it's a channel. It's a channel through where channel your energy. And a crystal again, it's an amplification tool. It's a tool to focus and amplify. And how do you amplify? By focusing more and more and more. Where do you focus? On what you want. So everything comes together. Your task is to really pay attention. What are you focusing on? What is focused? What are you welcoming? And as you welcome this energy, where are you focusing? As the energy flows in and lots of passion flows in, where do you channel it for? Where is it channeled? What other opportunities are you putting into? What are you creating with this energy? Make sure you keep in mind of these things, because you're the channel. You're the one who's channeling all this energy through you to go on adventures or support others going on adventures or create something magical so that you can let go and purify. So that's the message for you, fifth one. And now the summary. So this month you will get most love if you focus on purifying your channel and creating practical solutions and letting go everything that is not aligned with your heart and intuition, that is not the thing that you truly want to invest in. This is just the beginning, and something magical is coming for you. There's probably a long journey ahead of you, regardless of which role you take, but transformations are coming. Transformations, purification of fire is coming. And before it's there, don't take the things too seriously. You will have the best journey throughout this month if you maintain light-hearted attitude of a child and keep the hope in your heart, knowing that transformation requires strength, and that's okay. And as you go through this transformation, be open to the hot flames. They don't have to burn you if you allow them flow through you, if you channel them in a healthy fashion, in direction of where pure place in your heart directs you. So that's it. That's the message, and have it magical.